welcome to the stream. Hi, my name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, it has been quite a while since I last streamed. It's definitely more than 1 week ago. I think I streamed before Chinese New Year, or before the Lunar New Year, I suppose. Yep. Just give me a moment. Let me do a few things first. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Good. I'm good now. So, alrighty. Oh, hi. Hello. I've got Elias the Crafter. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Yes. It has been quite a while ever since I streamed. Has been pretty busy lately. So yep. So it's a bit yeah. So I do apologize for missing in action for quite a while. But as according to my previous streams, yeah, I am actually kind of getting busy lately with quite a fair bit of things to do. Yeah, long time no see. Yes, that's right. It's been a long while already. So, how are you, my friend? Right. So, yeah, I actually wanted to start the stream at 5:55. So we are a minute or two early. So, yeah. So yeah, maybe I just run through whatever I need to go through first. So first of all, welcome to the stream. So if you'd like to interact with me in this live stream, you can actually type in the chat box itself. Then I will come back to you during the stream. Or alternatively, if you have a Discord account, what you can do is you can actually head over to my Twitch profile. You'll be able to see a link that says Discord. So click on it. It's an invitation link to my Discord server. So once you so-called accepted the invitation, you go to my server. Just go to this live on air section. Then you can actually click to join the voice channel, and we can actually talk to each other live on air, right? So that's the other way. So if you are watching this as a recorded stream on Twitch itself or on YouTube, yeah, feel free to give me your comments as well, your comments, opinions, suggestions, or opinions, or whichever thing, or you may ask me any questions. So I will also look through them and come back to you guys. So for the Twitch itself, of course, the live stream, the recorded stream will be available right after the live session. For YouTube itself, usually it will be available on following day. So once I've actually downloaded the clip from Twitch, I will upload onto YouTube itself. Right. So the difference is for YouTube, I can actually upload them and I can actually keep them for a longer while. So you will be able to see my previous streams on YouTube, but not on Twitch because they only have got 7 days. Yeah. Right, so it's red light again, so let me just catch what I have missed out. Yeah, long time no see. Busy is good. I've got some problems, so that's live. Going to try and work through them. How are you doing? Yes, my friend, I also have got plenty of issues as well. Yeah, like what you mentioned, we need to solve the problem. We need to face it head on and then, yep, get it resolved as soon as possible. But yeah, but the thing is that there will always be support around. You're not alone. So figure them out and then try to work them out. Right. So yeah, where are we? Yeah, we talk about the recorded stream itself. So alternatively, if you like to private message me, which most of you did. I have also attached my other social media handle account on my Twitch profile itself. So I think I've got my TikTok, Twitter, as well as what's the other one? Instagram, right? So yeah, so feel free to drop me a message if you would like to, right? So yes, it's been a while. So my previous stream, which is just before the Lunar New Year, yes, I talked about the topic about Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year, the difference and stuff like that. So I think there are two of you who actually private message me and then just sharing and then yeah, they thought they can actually use both the terms interchangeably, like Chinese New Year and Lunar New Year. Of course, if less.
One eternity later.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Uh, yeah, I don't know, because it's a new interface. I didn't realize that I was like talking to myself for the past couple of minutes before I realized that I'm actually off air. So I'm not too sure with the new interface that Twitch is actually using. Uh, yeah, basically I'm not too sure where I was cut off. I'm totally lost and clueless as well. So I've been talking to myself up until just now. Then I realized that I'm no longer on air. So I guess I will have to probably start over again. Right. So, uh, well, so once again, welcome to the stream. For those who have actually watched my stream earlier, there's a disconnected period. I'm not too sure why it got disconnected. I'm not prompted or I didn't exactly look at the screen itself, but yes, I was disconnected. So anyway, right, so as I was saying, so let me begin all over again. So basically, yeah, you can interact with me in this live stream via two ways. One is using the chat function itself, where you can actually type in your questions, your comments, your opinions, your comments, and stuff like this. And I will come back to you as soon as I can. Or alternatively, if you have a Discord account, what you can do is you can actually go to my Twitch profile, click on the Discord so-called link. Then you'll be directed to it's actually my server's invitation link. So if you're directed to my server, you just join the server. There's this voice channel that says live on air. Just click on it, join the voice channel, turn on the microphone, and we can actually talk to each other live on air. Right, so that's another method. So if you're watching this as a recorded stream, a recorded stream itself from either Twitch or YouTube, yeah, you can feel free to leave your comments and stuff as well. I will also look through them. Right, and what else? Yeah. So yeah, for the recorded stream, it will be available immediately after this live stream on Twitch. However, on YouTube, do give me about 1 day. So it will be available on the next day itself. Right. So if let's see. Yeah, if let's say you like to private message me on anything itself, like you like to ask me certain things and stuff like that, yeah, feel free to do so as well. I've also attached them on my Twitch profile. I think I've got my other social media handle there. I have my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter there as well. Right. So feel free to to drop me any messages. Right. So as I was saying, yeah. As I was sharing during my last stream, which is just before the Lunar New Year, right? So there's actually a kind of like a big hoo-ha about Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year. So I think in Singapore itself, most of us use it interchangeably. I'm not too sure about the Malaysia side as well. Probably they also use it interchangeably, I suppose. But there is really a difference. And I think recently in Singapore itself, in one of the higher learning institution, there's also a commotion as well. Because I think in the so-called, I think there's a banner that actually wanted to wish all students a happy Lunar New Year, but some of the students actually defaced the 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 banner, yeah, and change from lunar to Chinese. So they want to emphasize that it's Happy Chinese New Year. So to a certain extent, yeah, I think that there's not much of a difference. But like in my previous so-called live stream, I've actually talked about it a little. So the difference between Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year. So as you know, we just celebrated the Lunar New Year on the 22nd of January itself. So that's the first day of the first month of the lunar calendar that the Chinese used. However, that's actually not the actual Chinese New Year. The actual Chinese New Year is on the 4th of February. Usually it's on the 4th of February. There are certain years that it's actually on the 5th of February itself. So it really depends on which year itself. Now, if you are actually quite if you actually doubt this, what you can do is you can actually look at this Chinese calendar. So in fact, if let's say if you heard about this Chinese so-called metaphysics kind of studies of the tradition and stuff like that, there's a calendar that actually determines your 八字, your heavenly stems and your earthly branches and whichever thing that will determines your I don't know your life cycle and stuff like that, right? So we use those so-called algorithms to determine our so-called our readings in that instance. So basically, yeah. So if you notice, if you actually go and check it out, if you key into the system itself, you try to look for anything that is between 20 23rd of January until the 3rd of February, it will actually reflect to you as Tiger. So currently, right now, we are still in a Tiger. We have yet to reach um, Rabbit. So theoretically, on the 4th of February itself, not on 12 midnight, of course, there's also a certain timing to determine when is the actual crossover. So only after then, we actually go into the Rabbit year. Right, so one true villain. Howdy cowboy, right? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Right, so yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it's been a while. So now it's already after the Lunar New Year, and I managed to find some time between now and my next appointment to actually um yeah to run through this. So yep, welcome to the stream. So yeah, just share something in which I think there are two of you who wrote to me with regards to the previous live stream that I mentioned about the Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year and stuff like that. Right. So today, just like to, oh, where are we going today? In fact, I actually kind of like reached my destination. I'm actually in the CBD of Singapore. So as today is a Sunday, you can actually see that it's actually pretty quiet. Yep. So I tell you what, maybe I'll just go round and around and then just to continue with our conversation rather than just to stay in here. So we are just doing a few rounds. Right. So yep. So for this particular live stream, I think it's not like what I used to do last year. I don't really have the time and energy to really run through this almost on a daily basis, which I used to do. So and also because towards the later part of last year's stream, you notice that we run out of topics to talk about, and it's actually quite embarrassing. Even though we have this topic of the week and stuff like that, yeah, we still run out of things to talk about. So, and I mean, it's also um, from what we used to gather last time. I don't really have a lot of live viewers. Maybe because of the timing, maybe because of the I don't know, maybe the duration of the stream, the timing and stuff like that. So yeah, but in fact, after the live stream itself, I noticed that there are people watching the so-called the recorded stream. Yeah, so basically the recorded stream has got more viewers than the live stream itself. So that's why I'm wondering like, do I still really need to do a live stream? But anyway, as what I have kind of promised, I will still do whenever I can. So right, so we are like almost towards the end of January already. Today is already the 29th. So we've got another 2 more days before we hit February, and then February is another short 28 days before we hit March, and then one quarter of 2023 is over before you know it. Right. So I think for January itself, for this year, I've only done twice. So yeah, from the looks of it, it's going to be like I will try to do at least once a week, or if not, then once every 2 weeks. Yeah. And yeah, that's what uh, probably I intend to do moving on. So if let's say if you do have anything interesting to share or to discuss or to talk about, yeah, maybe if I can do a live stream in the middle, I can do that as well as to um, what you guys would like to see as well. Right, so yep, so as I mentioned earlier, the stream actually started at 5 plus, 550 something, 555 if I'm not wrong, local time, Singapore time. Uh, I went online and then I got disconnected, which I don't know how it happened. So, yeah, so now I'm actually trying to redo it again. What I'm going to do is, I probably on Twitch itself, you'll see two separate videos, two separate streams. But I'm going to probably merge them into the YouTube itself. So if you look at this today's live stream on YouTube, probably you'll see me bridging the two together. Of course, uh, I don't know what I spoke earlier, which part of it got cut off, but yeah, I tried my best to repeat the same thing again when we just came online just now. Right. So yeah, having said that, um, yeah, as usual, I think I would like to thank the usual friendly people who actually wrote in to actually support the stream and then give words of encouragement and stuff like that. I do really appreciate that. Yeah, just that it's a pity that I can't exactly do as much as I wanted to. So my apologies on that. Um, yeah. So well, at the moment, what I plan to do is because it's on the Twitch platform itself, I think there's a lot of things ongoing on Twitch itself. In fact, the interface that I'm currently seeing is actually pretty new to me as well, right? Uh, yeah, it's a new interface, so that's why just now I didn't even realize I was disconnected because yeah, I was expecting it to run flawlessly. And also because it's a mobile live stream, I don't exactly keep tab on the red so-called the icon that says live. So just now when I was like driving around, uh, I've been talking to myself for the longest period of time, then I realized that it's actually offline. So that's where yeah, I have to restart the stream. Right. So hmm, yeah. So yeah, for today I just want to probably share about the Lunar New Year and Chinese New Year concept yeah, just to how should I put it, yeah, just to share with you guys. Yeah, and what else, and of course I'm not a professional, I'm not a guru of all this metaphysics kind of thing, metaphysics science kind of things, but it is something in which I get to know, and yeah, just simple sharing. And of course, if let's say you are the expert, you can actually let me know, or you have a better explanation or whatever thing, yeah, just feel free to share with everybody. I'm sure there's something in which maybe someone will find it interesting and someone will be interested in it. Right. So that's about it. Time now is 6:18. So theoretically, it should be about half an hour stream already. But from the looks of it, yeah, after I restarted the stream, it's going to be probably like 20 minutes. So, in fact, I think that should be quite enough for me because I don't think I really want to do a very lengthy live stream because yeah, I'm not too sure if let's say everyone will be watching throughout. So let's not waste anybody's time. So unless you have got anything that you would like to share with me, or if you are watching this live, you have anything to tell me. Otherwise, I think I will probably call it a day for if let's say there's no one coming in to share or to talk to us. for the next 5 minutes or so. Right. So uh yeah, I must say for the past couple of days, um, it's been raining and raining and raining. I think not only in Singapore but over at the region as well. So there are certain places that's undergoing floods and stuff like that. So yeah, please do take care and stay safe, everybody. Mm. And yeah, in Singapore as well, especially on the first couple of days of the Lunar New Year, it has been like raining and it, kind of like cool off to a little drizzle. And then when you are expecting it to kind of like stop, then it starts to pour again. So it has been happening for the first, I would say the first 3 or 4 days of the Lunar New Year. So even in fact today is also kind of like, raining early part of the day. But I must say the temperature has actually dropped kind of like significantly. So right now the ambient temperature feels like what you normally, I mean for the local people, what you normally encounter in an air conditioned room. The temperature right now, the outside temperature is like 25, 26. So whereas in normal usual days it would be easily 28, 29, 20, 29, 30, right? So yeah, that's the situation in Singapore. Right, 6:21. So yeah, maybe I just turn into this small road and then yeah, try to call it a day. Okay, back to where we are. So I need to wait for my next appointment. Right, so the good thing is I can actually stop and then check on the messages and stuff like that. No, nothing much concern. So yeah, I think the new session is about 17, 18 minutes into the stream. So I would suppose if let's say if I have a good 5 minutes in my previous stream, then that makes about 20 minutes. So I think I'm actually good with that. And oh yeah, another thing is that I think you guys actually did mention to me that I'm getting softer. Uh yeah, I also realized that as well. I tend to probably, I wouldn't really say mumble, but to me I just kind of like talking lazily, in which most of the time I talk somewhat like this. So in fact, there are also people who have been telling me that they can't really hear me well. So I must apologize for that. So I will take note of it and then I will try to be more aware of it. Right. So yeah, till then I think that's good enough for today. So like to wish all everyone a happy Lunar New Year. Today is the 8th day itself. So, yep, we are like in the middle, towards the middle of the entire celebrations. Over in Singapore, because the first day of the Lunar New Year is on the Sunday itself. So, Monday is on the second day. So, we normally celebrate it for 2 days of the Lunar New Year. So, with Sunday being a public holiday, there's also an extra day. So, that's why I think most of the local people will start work on the fourth day of the Lunar New Year. And in fact, I think some of the, don't quote me, I think some of the Chinese companies, um, probably in the constructions or whichever industries, they just normally start work on the seventh day or eighth day and beyond. Yeah, just to to celebrate the Lunar New Year longer. And in fact, in China, if I'm not wrong, it's on the 15th day, which is a full 15th day of the Lunar New Year. right? So it really depends on the region itself, right? So yeah, I think that's about it. Right, so thank you for your thank you for watching. And if let's say you have anything, just feel free to private message me on any of my social media handle. But please do remember to let me know you get to know me through my live stream on Twitch. Then I will be able to reply you um, as soon as I can. Yeah, because lately there are also a lot of spam messages here and there, so asking for a lot of things as well. So yep, I don't exactly entertain and stuff like that unless I can verify. So yep, so please let me know that you actually find me via my Twitch stream, and then yeah, whichever questions or comments or anything you like to to make reference to, and also probably with reference to any of the previous streams that you have got certain things to share and talk about, can feel free to do so as well. And also of course as I mentioned earlier on my Discord server, the invitation link, apart from the live stream itself, we used to have a text channel as well. So if you are already on my server itself, you can go down to the text channel, go to the section that says social media, and then expand on it, look for Twitch. So you'll be able to see our previous so-called topic that we used to have talk about. There's also a poll inside there in which you can still participate. It's a open-ended one. And if let's say if anything you like to elaborate more on the poll, you can actually you can also start a thread, and then we can actually from there we can actually expand on the topic and the discussion as well. Right. So I think that's about it for today. Yep. Happy holidays for those who are still celebrating the Lunar New Year, and yeah, and I think that's more or less it from myself. So yep, till then, stay safe and stay healthy. And yep, for those who have got issues on hand, don't get disheartened. Try to solve them. Um, yeah, that's about it from me. And yeah, I see you guys next time I come online, in which I can't promise when, but yeah, just stay tuned. Right, that's about it. Goodbye.